Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about what is logistics and what is its role in the supply chain management. So, what is logistics? Logistics, as a word, is derived from the Greek word logos and the French word logistique, which means reason and calculate. Initially, the logistics word was used only in the military area for marshalling of supplies for the armies which are marching, their food, their clothing, their medicines and other stuff, and also food required for the animals and their upkeep. So that was how the logistics word came into being and was used widely in the military world, and especially during the post-World War scenario. There was a sudden spurt of industrial development which required lot of movement of raw materials from various destination points in the globe to various points of manufacturing. That is how the logistics started becoming well known in the manufacturing world. Logistics refers to the planning, execution and control of transportation of goods or merchandise from supplier's manufacturing place to the consumer's consumption place in a safe, timely, efficient and cost effective manner. This metric to measure, we always say OTIF. OTIF means on time, in full. On time means exactly at the time when the customer wanted that goods. In full means without any damages or without any excess or shortages. So this metric is a very important metric when we refer to logistics. So what is the importance of logistics? Logistics has a huge impact on the domestic and global economy. Now, what is the global economy and what is the domestic economy? It is always expressed in terms of GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. Our Indian GDP is about 3.94 trillion US dollars. Trillion means 1 followed by 12 zeros. Whereas the global economy is more than 100 trillion US dollars, with USA leading at number 1, number 2 China, number 3 Germany, 4th Japan, and India comes the 5th largest GDP economy in the world. In fact, UK is after India. Okay, so logistics of critical importance to human survival. How? Because when man started getting into the civilized mode, he was initially a forager, living off hunting and eating things which are growing on the trees. But later on, he started forming civil societies and started living together in a commune or a society, and leaders were born. So initially, they had to move from place to place for looking for food. So basically, without movement, there was no progress. So basic logistics means movement and calculating how much to move. So food has to be arranged and they have to move to get the things done. So the logistics started forming in very early years itself, and it played a very important part in the human survival. Logistics also greatly impacts our quality of life. How goods which are manufactured in various parts of the world or corners of the world are made available locally. In India, for example, in Chennai, you are able to get Nike shoes, Rado watches. All these are coming how? Goods have been moved from the place of manufacture to the point where we needed it. So that's how logistics improved your quality of life, the way you started living. You were not comfortable with the local makes. You wanted imported items. All this logistics made it feasible. So logistics affects our success in a wide variety of ways. And the resources managed in logistics can include physical items such as food, materials, animals, equipment and liquids, even as well as abstract items such as time, information, particles and energy. So global EXIM trade is in about 38 trillion. That is about 780 TEUs in millions. TEU mean 20 equivalent units. That's a slide on what is the share continent wise Americas contribute about 93 million TEUs, Europe contributes 108 million TEUs, Asia contributes about 278 million TEUs. That's about 50 to 60% of the global EXIM trade. What is the Indian logistics sector? The market size of the Indian logistics sector is estimated to be between about 317.3 billion. The logistics industry contributes around 13% to the GDP of India. The logistics market is expected to grow significantly, reaching 545.6 billion by 2030 with a CAGR of 9.46%. Logistics sector is growing at a rate of 15%, with the subsectors even growing at about 30 to 40% per annum. The industry employs over 45 million people. Thank you.